there, my name is Mrs. Batty. As a school bus driver, it's my top priority to make sure that my students get to and from school safely. In fact, everything we do at the bus garage revolves around keeping our students safe. From the maintenance and inspection of buses, to the way bus routes are planned, bus rules and procedures, and bus safety features, such as flashing lights and stop arms. All of this is done with the safety of our students in mind. Although it's highly unlikely that you'll ever experience an emergency situation on the school bus, we want you to be prepared so that you feel confident and calm in handling any situation that comes your way. Today we're going to talk about 3 emergency evacuation drills: the front door evacuation, the rear door evacuation, and the combined front and rear door evacuation. Now don't worry, I'm not here to bore you. Here to help me are my 2 bus helpers. This is Owen, and this is Zoe. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good.
All right, well I'm gonna hand it off to you guys. I'll catch up with you a little bit later.
Hey, Owen, isn't she really nice?
Yeah, way nicer than this guy.
Wait, what did you say? I heard that.
I thought this was only a picture.
Well, it's not. What are you guys saying about me now? Come on, you know I'm a nice
Nothing.
guy.
I got it.
Hey, Zoe, what are you doing with that remote? You can just shut me off? Don't you?
Thank you, sir.
No problem. So are you ready to begin?
Don't we need a bus?
Oh yeah, about that. Well, don't need that anymore.
Nice. Whoa! Now we have a bus. Now we can start.
Not yet. Now. While the emergency exits we'll be performing today only focus on the front and rear doors of the bus, it's important to point out that there are actually more.
A lot more.
Though not as many as, say, a door.
Hello, hey, over here.
Is that you?
No, wait, who's that?
Yoo-hoo.
Wait, who are you?
I represent the typical Olmsted Falls City School student in this modestly budgeted training video.
We met your name.
Oh, you can just call me Susie.
Susie, what's your question?
Where are those not so obvious mystery exits hidden? Because it isn't
That's a
obvious.
good question. It's actually pretty easy. Just look up. Notice the red lights on the ceiling?
Uh-huh.
They indicate where all the exits are.
I see the lights and the animated arrows, but I still don't see the exits.
I got it.
What did that do?
Go take a look.
Whoa, all the secrets disappearing. Now I can show you all the exits around the bus. Follow me.
Good idea, Owen. You show and I'll tell. As you can see, Owen's pointing out the many exits located in the front and rear, positioned every few seats away from each other on both sides of the bus. Simply pull on the red handle to lift the latch and then push the window out to open. Oh, and don't worry if the handle or latch looks different on your bus. It all works the same. Just pull and push. In addition to the window, some buses may have a hatch in the back with a red lever. Simply lift up the lever and push to open. There are also hatches on the ceiling. This bus has 2, one located in the front and a second in the rear. Just turn the red lever and push up to open. Lastly, your bus will have either a rear or side door in the back, which we'll look at a little more closely later. They have the same design as the windows and hatches. Now say it with me, just lift and push. So don't fear, there's always an exit near you.
Did you tell them about the buzzer sound?
No, but you can.
Okay, every time you open up an exit, there's a buzzer sound. Look.
Yeah, I think we've had enough of that. Let's just bring the seats back.
Hey, guys, over here!
Susie, what are you doing here?
Can you go over that again? Because I disappeared with the seats.
Next.
The procedure we use to exit the bus is known as a zigzag formation or method. Once the bus driver gives the everyone out signal, each student will exit the bus one seat at a time. Starting with the front rightmost seat followed by the seat directly next to them, row by row, zigzagging back and forth until everyone is safely off the bus. Funny, I never realized how closely humans resembled big round dots from this view.
Evacuating a bus requires a lot of focus and concentration, so it's crucial for the bus driver to select additional students as bus helpers to ensure that everybody gets off the bus as quick, safe, and secure as possible.
Hey guys! How many helpers does the bus driver need?
The
Great question. Depending on the situation and the drill being executed, the bus driver will need as many as 5 helpers per door.
Here, if this will help. First, the bus driver will need one student to lead the group. A second to point.
What's he pointing at?
Oh, the safety location, of course.
Oh, of course.
A third and fourth student to assist when necessary and count the student. And lastly, a fifth helper to assist with carrying things. Don't worry, we'll go over it more in detail in the next segment. The front door drill begins when the bus driver opens the door and gives the everyone out signal. The first student off the bus will head to a safe location 100 feet away from the bus. However, when a drill is performed at school, this distance may vary. This is the spot where the remaining children will gather and await the all clear signal. The second student off the bus stands 10 feet from the door and points to the first student standing at the safe location. This student is then joined by the third student to help count up the students as they exit the bus. A fourth student is used to assist when necessary and to help count the student. Depending on the situation, the bus driver may only need one student to both point and count. Lastly, a fifth helper to assist the driver in carrying emergency equipment that may be needed once everybody is off the bus. Finally, the remaining students will calmly exit the bus in a single file line until everybody is off the bus and gathered at the safety location. The bus driver will then make a final inspection to make sure that everybody is safely off the bus. The driver will say all clear when the drill is over. Double check the number of students off the bus and then allow the students to board the bus. The rear door drill begins when the bus driver signals to the 2 trained student helpers seated at the back of the bus to open the rear door and exit the bus. They will stand on each side of the door facing each other ready to assist exiting students. 2 line leaders will exit the bus. The first one will lead the students to a safe location and the other will help direct. The remaining riders will exit the bus and head to a safe location. Hold on though, there's a little bit more to it. Since the rear door is so much higher off the ground than the front door, the exiting riders must be extra cautious. So keep the following in mind while exiting. For starters, the zigzag method will begin with the last seat at the back of the bus, and the students will then exit from the back of the bus to the front. And remember, gather loosely fitting clothing to avoid a snag and possible injury while exiting the bus. The back door is a lot shorter than the one in the front, so watch as you exit and duck if necessary to avoid bumping your head. Keep your hands free by leaving all personal items behind, things like lunch boxes, book bags, etc. I know a bit hard, but you can do it. Since it's such a big jump, assistance may be required. For you older students, you can simply use the shoulders of the helpers outside the door, or you can simply sit and scoot. Though remember to bend those knees to absorb the shock of landing. Now for the younger students, you will need assistance when exiting, so it's important to use robot arms. What are robot arms, you ask? As you approach the door, make a fist and put your arms to your side, like this. See? Oh, like a robot. Take a seat and the helpers will help you down by holding your wrists and elbows. It's also important to remember to remain calmly seated until the aisle is available. When the everybody out signal is given, there is a tendency to cloud the aisles. Lastly, please be mindful of the kindergarten students, as they may need extra guidance. Once everybody is safely off the bus driver signals the drill is over by saying all clear. Students must re-enter the bus using the front door, as it is dangerous entering through the rear door. Oh, and if you happen to be on a bus without a back door, no worries, those models have a side door on the driver's side instead. For the most part, the same rules apply when using the side door, but there are 2 key differences. The first is that the zigzag method has a slightly different pattern. Don't worry, your bus driver can help you out with this. Secondly, this door is located on the traffic side of the bus, so use caution when exiting through this door. Finally, the last of the 3 drills, the front and rear door evacuation, and just as the name implies, it involves using both doors this time around, which means the zigzag method will need to be performed at both ends of the bus. The front half of the bus exits through the front door, and the back half of the bus exits through the rear door. The same 5 bus helpers from the front door drill perform the same procedures at the front door of this drill. And the same 4 bus helpers from the rear door drill once again perform the same duties at the rear door of this drill. With those items in place, the stage is set to run, which is essentially both drills in one. Once the drill begins, a line leader from each door will head to the same safety location, while the remaining 2 teams continue to help exiting students until the bus is completely empty. Once everyone is safely off the bus, the driver will give the final inspection. After that, the all clear signal is given to make sure the students know when the drill is over. And that's basically the 3rd drill. Oh, and where have you been?
The script doesn't say.
Anyway,
Hey, how are you guys doing? Wow, you guys made that so much fun.
thanks, Miss Darla. Thanks. Well, we'll hand it over to you now.
Thank you so much. Best helpers ever. Well, that's it for now. I know that was a lot of information, but if you ever have any questions, your bus driver would be more than happy to help you. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.